Hi, welcome to Ask Love Coach. It's always an honor for me to be here. I hope I hope you're having value so far from this channel. Hope you are gaining one or two knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge will help you to do things differently. Understand the first aspect is for you to to access information. The second aspect is for you to consume the information, and the last um, instances for you to actually apply the knowledge you're gaining. My goal is not just for you to listen to us, but for you to apply. Because when there is change, as a result of you coming across my channel, that means I'm winning. My wish for you is to have an amazing relationship, a relationship that is worth your time, a relationship that can elevate you and help you to achieve your life purpose, a relationship that will bring everything you ever wished or want for or desire for. So today's topic is quite simple. Oftentimes we wonder what to ask the people we are dating, just so we can filter and hopefully pick the right person for us. Um, it's gonna be difficult if you haven't figured out yourself, your life purpose. It will be difficult if you haven't um, kind of connected with your identity, yourself, at who you are at your core. That is the first thing you have to do, to actually work through this process. Because when you don't know yourself enough, when you don't understand what you desire and need, you may not be able to see through to know who will align with your life purpose. The person you pick should be someone that you are fulfilling your destiny and your life purpose with, not someone that will come and not just change the not just come and not help you achieve the purpose, but pretty much um, make you feel confused with what you seem to know to be your life purpose. Does it mean if I don't have life purpose, I shouldn't be looking for a partner? Most likely, I would say yes. You shouldn't be looking for a life partner when you don't know your purpose on earth. But I understand that is not the case in reality. Um, but as much as possible, you want to pick someone that would align with your level of knowledge of what you need and understand as a person. But it will be preferable if you know your life purpose, so that when you are meeting people and scanning through to see who best fits your purpose, it's easy for you to truly pick that person that that best suits the purpose your life is called to fulfill. So today's topic is pretty much some of the key questions and valuable questions that will be meaningful for you to ask when you are in the dating world. Um, the most important thing is for you to understand how these questions would actually expose certain aspects of the person that you are interviewing, if you want to put it that way. So, as much as possible, you want to explore the person's, core values, so you can make a decision that would hopefully, mean a lot for you. So, some of the questions you would ask, I've crafted just 10 valuable questions for you to ask. So, what does a meaningful life look like for you? What does it look like? Because when someone understands their life purpose, it's easy for them to actually put a language to it. They are able to know what is meaningful to them, what is important to them, what is priority to them, what is preference to them. So the way they answer the question will give you insight as to whether or not it looks like something you would like to attach your life with. How do you handle conflict or disagreements in a relationship? Because the truth is that you're going to face that challenge at some point in your life. Does this person know how to communicate? How do they communicate? What is their communication style? When we encounter problems, roadblocks, issues, how would we navigate? Would I be fighting myself? Would I be fighting with myself? Or would we be fighting together as a team? Are they considerate? Do they have empathy? Because your relationship will go through stages of normal life experiences, even you just not even being in a relationship. You might have conflict with your friends or your family members. The way you go through it, especially when it comes to marriage or relationship, is really important. You want to be with someone that aligns with how you fight, how you communicate. It doesn't have to be that you have to have exactly the same communication style, but it's something you are able to understand, something you can deal with, cope with, because you do not want to pick someone that you're looking to remold and reshape. You don't even have the power to do that, by the way, because you end up jamming the walls, just trying so hard to achieve that goal. Is that what you want to spend the rest of your life achieving? Because that would be really hard. There are so many other questions, that you will need to ask. You're going to be asking the person, what role do family and friends play in their life? It will help you to, once again, understand what is important to them. You want to understand their network of the people in their network and how they add value to their lives. You want to also find out their views on honesty and transparency in a relationship. For many people, if you don't ask me a question, I'm not sure I should just randomly volunteer, information to you. Why some people, they don't mind. First and foremost, you would know where you are, how important this is important to you, so that you will know whether you want to deal with someone who is, the opposite, or someone that closely aligns with you. So some of us will be wondering what honesty and transparency means. So honesty simply means that you're being honest to a question that was asked. While transparency, you're simply volunteering information without the person asking you. I love people to be transparent with me. That way I don't have to figure out what's in your head. And it's easy for me to be able to plan and navigate things as opposed to you missing out on information. In some cases, some people don't know that disclosing information, especially information you will consider really serious, something that could possibly affect your decision whether or not you want to date them. Say, for example, someone have children or child or was once married. I think the information is really important because you want to know possibly things that you might have to encounter, in the course of your relationship. Or somebody has bad credit, for example. You want to have that information, especially if it means anything to you, depending on which part of the world you live in, where credit it means a lot. In case you would need to, seek some external financial involvement with any financial services sector or what have you. But there are certain key information that could affect whether or not somebody wants to date you or somebody wants to be with you or spend the rest of their lives with you. Or you have specific ailment or disease that you're battling and you're actually on medication that could possibly affect your unborn children And you just have to openly disclose this information, because the person who is getting to know you might be too excited, or may not be able to cover up a lot of information that they may not know they are supposed to ask certain information, without knowing that that information could have huge implication on the decision they make with you. It could be that this person, let's say the person is on temporary visit, as in they don't have permanent residency, or the right documents to live in the country where you guys met, and you may not be willing to invest in making sure they stay, not because you are mean, but just because it's not something you want to stress about, and maybe it's a huge implication for you to even deal with the emotional roller coaster that comes with it, and all of the requirements and documentations involved. Some people would happily want to do that, while some people might just not be your gig. So disclosing certain information without being asked, especially if you know that it's big enough to affect the other person's decision, don't withhold the information. This is a bit dicey, because the person asking may not know that that information is so big and may have a negative impact on your decision. And as a result, of somebody who is a bit, I won't say surfacey, but someone who doesn't take things so too seriously, may not think it's a problem, and as a result may not disclose it. As far as you didn't ask them, they're not going to willingly just tell you this is something that is a baggage I'm carrying, just so you're able to think through it and see if it has any major impact on your decisions. So you're going to be asking people how, or the person, how they define success and what they are doing to achieve success. Success is relative. Success for some or many will be financial success. Success for many might be peace. So whatever your definition of success means, this will actually help you to understand, um, what the person is doing to achieve it. That will give you a little bit more insights as to their mindset as it aligns or relates to success. Let's say on this occasion it's all about financial success. What are they doing so far? Do they have, what is their ambition? What does it look like? What's their goal? What is their work ethic? Are they the kind of people that work whenever they wake up on the right hand side of the bed? And if no, they're going to call in sick or cancel work or wait until they're sacked. Like, they have this pattern where they're in and out of jobs. Either they're fighting with all the employers, their colleagues, or their managers. You also want to know, what this person is actually looking for in a partner. You want to know whether it aligns with what you are looking for as well. You want to know about their social issues, if they have any, and if they are passionate about it. Some people are into politics, some people are into charity, but you want to know if it's something, because you don't want a situation whereby you're completely oblivious or not interested, and you're never going to be interested. Some people will bend their rules just because they care so much about someone, and especially if they see that this person is so much into them as well. And maybe the person has demonstrated or helped them in their own purpose. They might want to say, you know what, let me do the return match. I'm going to kind of find a way to meet you in the middle, and just to let you know that I'm willing to, be flexible and do something for you, not just something for me or something for us, but just knowing that you like this, I'm going to make that sacrifice, because that's what love is about. But you don't want something that you are going to regret just by virtue of 50-50. You also want to understand what this person prioritizes. How do they prioritize their time and their energy? Are they constantly playing video games? Do they take life seriously? Or life doesn't mean nothing, they just wing it and see how it goes? Like they wake up without any specific purpose, or see how, if God wakes me up, then I'll make up my mind on what to do for the day. So you want to actually figure that out, and you want to also know about this person's stand on um, spirituality or their religion. So some people are not religious, but they are spiritual. Some people are both. Some people are religious but not spiritual. So depending on what you deem important, it will help you to understand how your values align. So you also want to understand how they envision their ideal future. What does the future look like to them? What are they doing to get there? So their long-term goal, you're going to be assessing whether it matches with your long-term goal. Does it have any sort of alignment? So the goal of all of this is so that you can better make a decision, as opposed to you just walking into a relationship clueless, just to see how things turn out. Let's see where it goes, what happens. You have to be very intentional if your goal is to have a fulfilled life and a fulfilled relationship. You don't want to just be in a relationship where you're just in it for the sake of it, just to count numbers and fulfill the world's purpose. Just because your community says when you're a certain age you should be somebody's husband or somebody's wife, so I've just ticked that box. You want to go into it really fulfilled, satisfied. You want to go into it and truly be happy. Truly be happy, truly feel loved, and especially feel fulfilled in your desires and your wants, your life purpose. So I will be, posting, different other questions in due time, but I've just crafted this thing just so you're able to even have an idea. Of course, you can expand it, but at least you have seen like a sample of what value question looks like. So it's not a question of what does it even look like? How would I know when I see it? But you can see that everything that you've touched upon gives you clarity about who this person is, as opposed to just the surface things. It's more for you to connect on their value level, and hopefully make a clear distinction of what you want and how it's going to align with what you're looking for going forward. As always, my goal is to help at least one person. If you're looking to connect with me, I have social media platform, although I haven't added that here. But this is also shared across my social media platforms. So wherever you see it, please support us, join us, follow us, subscribe. I don't know what platform you might find this, but yes, the goal is for you to join what we're offering and see how this can be any form of value adding for you. I just want us to win altogether. Life is too short, so I just hope you you understand that and be intentional with decisions you make, especially when it comes to your life partner. As always, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking time to walk me to hear me out today, or to spend time or hang out with me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and continue to stay strong and continue to stay love. Peace.